There is a place on the western edge of Madagascar that defies the logic of a habitable planet. From the air, it looks like a vast grey ocean whipped by a hurricane, then instantly frozen in time. But these are not waves, they are stone. This is the Tsingy de Bemaraha, a mineral fortress of 300-foot blades, so sharp they can slice through flesh and leather like paper. The name itself is a warning from the indigenous Malagasy language, where one cannot walk barefoot. It is perhaps the most impenetrable natural landscape on Earth, a geological weapon designed, it seems, to keep everything out. To enter this world is to step into a hallucination of geology. It is a silent, monochrome labyrinth stretching for hundreds of square miles. There are no soft edges here. Every surface is a point, a ridge, or an abyss. The rock rings like metal when struck. It is a landscape that feels hostile, alien, and profoundly indifferent to life. To understand this impossible geometry, you must rewind the clock 200 million years. This entire region was once a flat, warm seabed built from thick layers of prehistoric shell and coral. Tectonic violence pushed this massive limestone plate upward, exposing it to the sky. Then began the slow, relentless sculpture of water. For millennia, torrential monsoon rains, slightly acidic from the atmosphere, have fallen on this exposed plateau. Drop by drop, year after century after millennium, the water has dissolved the rock. It drills vertical shafts, widens fissures, and sharpens the ridges between them into knives. It is a masterpiece of erosion, a cathedral built by dissolving its own walls. The process continues today, a slow-motion vanishing act that leaves behind only the hardest, sharpest skeletons of stone. And yet in this kingdom of blades, where a single misstep means catastrophe, life has not only survived, it has specialized to an almost absurd degree. The Tsingy is a supreme ecological paradox. A landscape hostile to movement is home to some of the most agile creatures on the planet. Look up toward the canopy of rock, the white silhouette leaping across the abyss. The Deccan's Sifaka. They are the ghosts of the machine. These lemurs are the acrobats of the razor's edge. They do not merely survive here, they require this impossible terrain. Over eons of isolation, their hands and feet have evolved thick, leather-like pads, natural boots allowing them to grip points sharp enough to draw blood. They launch themselves 30 feet across chasms, landing with impossible precision on needle-thin summits, defying gravity and fear in every movement. They are safe here because nothing else can follow them. The stone forest is their sanctuary, a fortress where the architecture itself is their primary defense against predators. But the sun-baked blades are only half the story. Beneath this glittering, arid canopy of spikes lies a hidden, inverted world. The erosion has carved slot canyons hundreds of feet deep, places where the sun never reaches the floor. Descending into these fissures feels like entering a subterranean cave system that has lost its roof. Down here, the air instantly cools. The overwhelming silence deepens. While the surface is a desert of grey rock, the canyon floors are a humid, perpetual twilight. It is a dank, secret ecosystem protected by the fortress above. Ancient fig trees send roots snaking down the vertical white walls for 100 feet, desperate white veins searching for the hidden aquifers below. In this cool shadow, evolution has taken a different path. Ghostly, pale geckos, their skin mimicking the texture of limestone perfectly, hunt insects that have never seen the horizon. Rare, blind creatures navigate the moisture-rich darkness, living their entire existence in the deep trenches of the stone labyrinth. The Tsingy is a place of extreme duality. During the long dry season, it is a skeletal wasteland, grey and brittle under a merciless sun. Most life goes dormant, retreating into the cracks, waiting. But when the brief, violent rains return, the stone drinks. Almost overnight, the grey wilderness explodes into verdant green. Vines race up the fluted columns, and hidden pockets of soil bloom with endemic orchids that exist nowhere else. For a few fleeting weeks, the fortress becomes a garden before the sun returns to burn it back to bone. This is a window into a prehistoric Earth, a place where geology dictates biology with absolute authority. It remains one of the last true blank spots on the global map, protected not by fences or rangers, but by its own terrifying architecture. It is a humbling reminder that nature does not build for us. It builds for itself in endless, violent, beautiful cycles. This stone labyrinth stands as a monument to deep time, a fortress of solitude that will remain long after we are gone, guarding its secrets on the razor's edge of existence.